Cyberpunk Edgerunners has been a very successful anime release so far, and one of the fan favorite characters, Rebecca, has been causing a lot of controversy online because during an event it was said they almost didn't include the character because CD Projekt Red and the studio creating it were arguing over her existence, with CDPR questioning why she was in the show because she was a lolly, and the studio even demanded she stay in the anime, and now users on social media have decided to start arguing over it too. I have a bunch of things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So this is a Sankaku Complex article that I wanted to start out with. It says Studio Trigger on Cyberpunk Edgerunners, the lolly must stay. A recent Twitch event with the producer of Edgerunners, a Netflix anime from Studio Trigger based on CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk series, has been spreading around online as it had the producer explaining why they didn't want the character Rebecca in the show because she was a lolly character, yet Studio Trigger was insistent. Now, honestly, it's pretty great to hear that this studio stuck by what they wanted to create and stuck by what they knew would be successful, but it's a 23-second clip. I figured that I would play it for you guys.
I was one of the people on the creative team to actually vote Rebecca out of the original cast during pre-production.
To hear that they were arguing behind the scenes is a little bit worrying because you would think these people would all basically be on the same page, but apparently this character's existence did cause a bit of an issue.
Because what happened was that CD Projekt Red first got the character design for Rebecca, and they were like, she's a lowly. Lowlies don't exist in Night City. It doesn't fit the Cyberpunk 2077 aesthetic. But Trigger was like, no, the lowly must stay.
Now, this whole claim doesn't make a lot of sense to me, that she doesn't fit the cyberpunk aesthetic, because the cyberpunk aesthetic is absolutely insane. Now, clearly CD Projekt Red wasn't completely against this character, because they would have said there's no way we'll have her in this show based on our property, but after they saw her design and how they were incorporating her into the story, they agreed to it. It is so great to hear a studio say, you might not see it now, but this character will be good for the show, because she became a fan favorite overnight. They knew it would work, they knew what they needed, and now the show is doing fantastic. I don't really get why CDPR was against her though. I mean, in the cyberpunk universe, the exotics are crazy. It's a form of fashion that's supposed to make you look completely inhuman and even like an animal in some cases, so it's not like there isn't edgy content in their world already. And if she was a lolly, I still don't see a problem with it because she's a fictional character in an anime about killing people, but she's not young. She's supposed to be in her mid-20s. That shouldn't be something that causes outrage or a problem with people. People just want to find a way to attack anime and the characters people love, and this is their only way with her. And now, of course, there is a big fight going on social media. Some people saying she's a great character. It doesn't matter if she's a lolly, and then other people saying, no, she's disgusting. I can't believe they would put her in this, and even the creative team didn't want her in this. I think that she looks great. She's been a great character so far. She's not overly sexualized. I see zero problems with her. I see nothing that you could attack with her, to be honest. Now, heading on over to social media, there are a bunch of different posts that I want to show off. People are saying things like, if you're mad at Rebecca, there is something wrong with you. Just because a character is short and doesn't have big breasts doesn't make them a lolly. You know, people in real life look like that. Maybe if you left your house, you would. The next post says, just watch the interview part where CD Red wanted to cut Rebecca out of the Cyberpunk anime, and Studio Trigger's reply was, the lolly must stay. I am laughing so much. Feel free to use this template too. I honestly think that it is great that they stuck to their guns. They said this character is going to work. People are going to love her. We need her in this series. And now look at how big she's already become. I mean, people absolutely love her so far. There's also a bunch of people on Twitter going around reporting accounts that are simply defending this fictional character, which of course is terrible. You're not a pedo if you like this character, if you happen to enjoy series with younger characters in them. It is disgusting that people go around and throw these terms around and try to get people banned from social media simply because they like a fictional character. Someone said, me when the lolly weirdos start trauma dumping in my mentions in an attempt to justify their P behavior. I mean, these people are disgusting. Lolly P get shit on. Of course, it's them reporting a profile and getting a profile banned. Creators created wonderful lolly character Rebecca based on their own free will despite concern from CD Projekt Red. Ultimately, even CDPR has admitted that Rebecca is the best girl. How wonderful this show is. I'm so glad that they stuck to what they wanted and they came out with this character. And going on over to Rotten Tomatoes, look at these review scores. They are crazy. 100% critic and a 97% audience. You can't get any better than that. This is one of the best shows to release of the year, and it is in part thanks to Rebecca and how charismatic she is. Looking at the reviews, I mean, there's really nothing negative that people are saying about this. It's hard not to get emotional with this anime. Well done. I've seen a few works here and there by Studio Trigger, but this show has made me have nothing but the utmost respect for them and will explore their other works. Now, they are a great studio. I've talked about them many times on this channel, but I'm really glad that this anime has come out and it's as good as we were hoping it was going to be. Unfortunately, when we hear Cyberpunk, we do think of the video game, which launched in a bit of a disastrous state, but they have fixed it since then. This anime is great. I can't wait to see what else they're going to come out with this universe. People have already watched this series, they already love it, and this discourse on social media isn't going to change people's opinions on this series. I hope that it gets a season 2, I hope they plan to do more with it in the future, but I just wanted to show off the arguments that are going on social media about Rebecca. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.